Good morning, friends. It is Thursday, fall equinox, and we have a hurricane coming tomorrow night, Saturday morning. So I'm going to take you on a tour of our yard and show you how it's changed since we moved in so far. And then after the hurricane, we'll go on another tour and see what happens. So this is what it looked like when we moved in. So as you can see, they had a vineyard, right? So they were trying to grow grapes. They're just about 2 years old. So they didn't produce this year, and there was no gardens back here. So you can see there is the one garden on the side of the pool. Yes, we have a pool. That was not on our list when we moved out here to Nova Scotia. That actually, when we first saw this house pop up for sale, that kind of vetoed it because we didn't want a pool and we couldn't see that there was a good quality fence around it because we have 3 small kids and that was a danger. So after looking at a few other houses, we came back to this one, looked a little closer and realized that there was a really good quality full chain link fence around the pool. So then we looked at this house and it ticked all of our other boxes. It already had a really good solar array. It had 4 bedrooms because we have 3 kids. It had an attached garage, which is very uncommon out in Nova Scotia. And the garage also had space for a shop for Kyle. So yeah, so we ended up buying this piece of property. The flat area is about 2 acres-ish, give or take. So this is what it looks like now. So we created these 2 garden beds. 1, 2. They're about 30 by 40, 40 by 50. Yeah, and then we also planted the one at the front, and we did keep the grapes. So right now, this is what our backyard looks like. So this back bed has potatoes, beets, butternut squash, carrots. This one up here, that's our shed. Keep the lawnmower in it. And gardening stuff. So the grapes, we have about, I think, 250 plants. Some are doing good, some aren't. So we'll see what happens next year. So this is our tomato patch. We did not do any trellising this year. We moved in the middle of June. So between moving with 3 small kids and just trying to get anything planted, our goal this year was just to get anything growing so we could get nutrients back in the soil, just mulch up whatever grew. We had way more produce this year than we could have anticipated. So we didn't trellis this. Definitely learned our lesson, have plans for next year. So this is our tomato patch. I do have a video I'll post next week about getting all the grass out of there, weeding, and harvesting tomatoes. Over here, we grew so there's cherry tomatoes, beefsteak tomatoes, and then pasta tomatoes. So here we just grew a few bean plants. We did get one nice harvest off of that. This lettuce was just those living lettuce things that you buy from the grocery store, and we just planted them after we ate them, and they did really good. Now they're flowering, so basil, zucchini. Oh, there's a zucchini that's ready. These were supposed to be yellow squash. We never got yellow squash until yesterday. One finally turned yellow. They're all green, but these produced. We had 6 plants and they were awesome. Over there we had a bunch of cucumber, green and red peppers, and then these are like not quite banana peppers, wax peppers or something, and then some type of spicy pepper. I have to ask Kyle, I don't remember what kind. Oh, sun came out, nice. So we do have a solar array. Now, usually those are tipped towards the sun, but we have moved them flat because for a hurricane, you don't want to have these big sails. So this is the best thing to do during high winds so that it doesn't pick them up as easily. Yeah, so we did that yesterday. And then here we have a row of blueberry bushes. We're definitely going to add to that. Probably do a few rows of, I don't know, maybe some more raspberries, because we love our berries here. Under the solar, we're planning on planting like rhubarb, maybe some kale, things that do good in shade. So we did plant 2 black raspberry bushes. They're still alive, which is great because the kids rolled their cars over them. We tried planting watermelons here. That didn't work. We did get a few spaghetti squash. So that's exciting. That's exciting. There's pumpkin up at the front there. So this was the garden bed that was here when we moved in, 20 by 40. And so the second day we were here, we didn't have internet for like 5 days. So the kids decided this was their garden. And so what did they want to plant? They wanted to plant corn for corn on the cob, potatoes to make French fries, and then pumpkin for pumpkin pie. So we planted all that stuff. The potatoes ended up with potato beetles in this garden back when we saved. So we harvested them early and planted, what did we plant? Broccoli, some lettuce, cabbage, and I'm forgetting something else. Oh yeah, beans. The corn, we got a few cobs, nothing really that we could eat, and then an animal came and helped themselves to what was available. We did learn we have to plant them a little closer together. We will definitely try corn again, although there's a lot of U-picks around here. So like we went one day and there's a fill your car for $30. So we might just do that and concentrate on some other things. These are hascat bushes. Got a nice little harvest this year. So yeah, we have a few garden beds. We definitely want to expand next year. So Kyle got a few of those water barrel things. Gonna try and hook them up so we can use those for irrigation. Because when it rains here, it just absolutely pours, and those things will fill up in like 10 minutes. So you can see we cleaned up everything. Everything's tied down, or we put all the cushions away. Everything that could fly away is flipped over. The pool area is all cleaned up. We'll disconnect. So when the storm starts, we will disconnect the solar and the pool house because we don't need that all connected during storm. And then finally we flipped the trampoline over and secured it with these really big screw things and chains. Oh, and Kyle's home. Just drop in one of our kids off at school. So yeah, that's definitely neat. We haven't mowed for way too long. Trying to get everything harvested. So that's our yard. So we'll keep you updated on what happens with the storm tomorrow night and Saturday morning. And then once it's over, which is apparently supposed to be like later Saturday, Sunday's supposed to be sunny, we'll come out here and do another tour and we'll see how the yard fared. I'm not super worried where we are. It's not supposed to, the hurricane's not actually hitting here. We'll probably just get like really high winds and a lot of rain. We're up on a hill, so flooding shouldn't be too much of a risk. Yeah, so we got our storm snacks, storm chips. That's like a Nova Scotia thing, and yeah, we're ready for this. So thanks for following along. Hit subscribe and have a great day.